Hello and welcome to Writing Practices. Today we're diving into the essentials of crafting an Australia visa invitation letter. This document is crucial when inviting someone to visit you in Australia, as it supports their visa application by verifying the purpose of their visit and your commitment as a host. Let's explore each component of the letter to ensure clarity and effectiveness. 1. Your personal information. Begin by providing your full name, residential address, city, state, postcode, email address, and phone number. This information establishes your identity and location for the immigration authorities. For example, John Smith, 123 Kangaroo Lane, Sydney, New South Wales, 2000, john.smith@example.com, +61 212 345678. 2. Date. Include the date on which you're writing the letter. In Australia, the preferred format is day, month, year, such as 10th January 2025. 3. Salutation. Address the letter with a formal salutation. Since the letter is intended for immigration officials to whom it may concern, is appropriate. 4th subject line. Clearly state the purpose of the letter in the subject line. This helps officials quickly understand the letter's intent. For example, subject, invitation for Jane Doe to visit Australia. 5th, opening greeting. Begin with a respectful greeting. Dear Sir or Madam. 6th, introduction of the invitation. In the opening paragraph, state your intent to invite the visitor, including their full name, address, purpose of the visit, and the duration of their stay. Specify that they will reside with you during this period. For instance, I am writing to formally invite Jane Doe, residing at 456 Koala Street, Melbourne, Victoria, 3001, to visit me in Australia for a family reunion. The visit is planned from the 1st of March 2025 to the 31st of March 2025, during which Jane will stay at my residence at 123 Kangaroo Lane, Sydney. 7. Details of the invitation. Elaborate on your relationship with the visitor and your legal status in Australia. This information provides context and legitimacy to the invitation. For example, I am the sister of Jane Doe and an Australian citizen residing legally in Australia. The purpose of this visit is to spend quality time together and celebrate a family milestone. 8. Accommodation and financial support. Clearly state that you will provide accommodation and, if applicable, financial support during the visitor's stay. Mention that you have the means to support them and that they will not rely on public funds. Supporting documents should be listed to substantiate your claims. For instance, during Jane's stay, I will be responsible for her accommodation at my home and any necessary financial support. I confirm that I have the financial capacity to support her visit and that she will not rely on public funds during this time. To support this invitation, I have attached the following documents. 1. Proof of my legal status in Australia, such as a copy of my passport. 2. Proof of my address, such as a utility bill. 3rd, proof of my financial stability, such as bank statements. 9. Visitor's details. Provide specific details about the visitor, including their full name, date of birth, passport number, and your relationship to them. This information is vital for processing the visa application. For example, full name, Jane Doe. Date of birth, 15th April 1990. Passport number, a 12345667. Relationship to me, sister. 10th, assurance of visitor's intent to return. Assure the authorities that the visitor intends to return to their home country after the visit. Mention any strong ties they have to their home country, such as employment, family, or educational commitments. For instance, I assure you that Jane intends to return to her home country at the end of her visit. She has strong ties to her home country, including her employment as a teacher and her immediate family. 11th, offer of additional information. Express your willingness to provide further information or documents if required. This demonstrates your cooperation and transparency. For example, should you require additional information or documents, please feel free to contact me at +61 212 345678 or john.smith@example.com. 12th, closing. Conclude the letter with a formal closing, expressing gratitude for the consideration of the invitation. For example, Thank you for considering this invitation. Yours faithfully, John Smith. 13. Attachments. List any documents you've attached to support your invitation. This typically includes proof of your legal status, address, and financial stability. For instance, attachments: copy of my Australian passport, recent utility bill, bank statements for the past 3 months. By meticulously including each of these elements, you create a comprehensive and persuasive invitation letter that supports your visitor's visa application. Remember, clarity and honesty are key. Providing accurate information and necessary documentation will facilitate the process and enhance the likelihood of a successful visa application. Thank you for joining us today on Writing Practices. We hope this guide assists you in crafting effective invitation letters. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to reach out. Happy writing!